Hello, everyone. So NLC, NLC, TUC, and Co. Nigerian workers are going on strike because of minimum wage. As usual, it's always about minimum wage. I've over the years, I've written so much on the labor union that we have in this country and how they are always focused on minimum wage. I remember then some years ago, I was like, even if they pay you 100,000, if they pay you 200,000, as long as there's no good governance, accountability, and transparency, it's going to be useless. Even if they pay you 1 million naira, because inflation will keep taking it down before it even got to the 30,000 that they had agreed upon. And I think one of the things that the trade union does not understand is the fact that governance affects every part of our lives, and Nigeria has been captured. And of course, even to and sadly, the capture also even gets to the organized labor, to the labor unions, and all of that. There seems to be a capture also in that whole direction, because you look at the labor that you have today and you look at the labor of those days, where the labor union could literally shake the nation, shake the government. And when they spoke in those days, the nation knew that, something has spoken, an organization has put its voice out there. But today, what we have as the labor union is just it's just there, as if it's not there, not regarded by the people, not regarded by the government, with all the power that it has. Because of course, it has sort of, when we talk about this moral justification that people are supposed to have, they don't have it anymore, and it's really sad. All the time, when issue of good governance is being spoken, you never see labor. You're missing. How then do you expect? And I said, look, the amount of money you are paid is not the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is that, at what level is the economy, is the country? What's the economic development? What's the economic growth? These are very salient, issues that should be on the table. What's the level of corruption? What's the level of looting and stealing? How much is Nigeria losing every day? Has the labor, ever spoken about the oil theft that is going on, and the fact that Nigerians are losing money so much? There are some unofficial reports where people are even saying that what is being stolen is more than what is coming to Nigeria. We have a few people who have enriched themselves out of the wealth of the commonwealth of the people. They are the billionaires. That's why, for me, anytime I see when they are talking and say that, oh, Dangote is the richest man from Nigeria, is the richest man in Africa, I just laugh. I said, there are people way richer than Dangote, but of course, because their money is not clean. Maybe we say Dangote is the richest Nigeria with clean money. All right, because there are people who have sat down and have taken our collective wealth and made it their own personal wealth. Labor union is not talking about all of those things. Imagine now they are saying they don't have money to pay the minimum wage that labor union is asking for. See what they are paying politicians. But we have money to pay politicians. We have money to pay politicians all of this humongous amounts of money. We have money to waste on politicians. Every 4 years they're always buying vehicles for them. We have money to waste on inanities. We have money to be building court of appeal, to be building houses for presidents and vice presidents and whatever. We have money to do all sorts of nonsense, but we don't have money to take care of the workforce of the nation. And that seems to be okay. But because Labour has not focused on the things that it needs to focus on, Labour has not taken on the issue of governance, it still keeps going. And I'll explain some of the things that I've explained before over the years. I'm like, look, even if it's 10,000 that is minimum wage, but the value of that 10,000 is much. Imagine, let's say, a naira is $1 is 1 naira, $1 is 2 naira, $1 is 10 naira. Your 10,000 naira will be of value. So it's not about the amount. Imagine also that we have housing, affordable housing that workers can have access to. Government is ensuring that people are getting affordable housing. Government is ensuring that people are getting lands that they can build on and have houses. Government is ensuring that there are mortgages where people can get, loans for number of years at very, very reduced interest rate. Not this one that you are going to, they are telling you to bring 20%. What house are you building that you'll be paying 20% and stuff like that? Imagine if public schools we have good quality education in our public schools, so that workers don't have to be sending out of the money that they have, they'll be using it to send their children to private schools. If we have good public schools, there's nowhere in the world that there are no private schools. Don't get me wrong, everywhere in the world. But those are extras. When you want extra whatever, whether curriculum, whether something or whatever, that's when you go to those private schools. But in a good number of countries, you get your basic good quality education in public schools. We don't have that in Nigeria. You can't get good quality education by sending your children to public schools. Their brains will be destroyed. And so those are the things that NLC should be fighting for. Imagine there's good quality education public. The workers will not have to be using their salaries to be paying private schools and all of that. Imagine we have good healthcare system. People will not have to be spending so much in terms of private clinics, in terms of going abroad for treatment, and a whole lot of other things. Imagine we have good transport system where you buy your this thing, maybe with sort of like 300 naira or 400 naira or 1,000 naira. Let's say 1,150. You are able to travel the whole month on public transport, metro, buses. There's connection. You don't need to own a car. You come out of your house, the bus comes at a particular time, and you know at this time it will be there. In short, now technology, you can check your app and be tracking the bus before you even leave your house. You know the bus station, when next is it coming, is it on its way? You go there, you enter your bus, you get to where you're coming to. You've not spent so much, so you will not need so much to do. Imagine there's no food inflation. The biggest problem we have today is the food inflation on ground. In Kaduna, a basket of tomato is going for 140,000. I was saying that, oh, Lagos, they say Lagos 150. In Kaduna, it's 140,000. A bag of beans, I think they say it's 180,000. How are people going to feed? This is the biggest problem. There is insecurity. Farmers are not able to farm. Farmers have been killed a lot. Those who are able to farm, they have to pay humongous amounts of money as taxes. These are issues that NLC should be tackling about, not just to myopically be focusing on what do you call it now? What do they even call this thing? Minimum wage all the time. Minimum wage. Governance is the biggest issue. Somebody rigged the election. You sat down, you did nothing. You say, oh, it's none of your business. You will be focusing on this. It's all our business now. Is it not it now? See it now. It's all our business. Food inflation is a big and major issue. Imagine if roads were good and everything. That good governance, people think it's a joke. Governance affects every part of our life. If you like, let them even say they're paying you 1 million minimum wage. If they destroy the economy down to this thing, maybe they will now be buying dollar for 100,000 or dollar for 10,000. You think the 1 million naira will reach anywhere? It wouldn't. And that's what people don't understand. It wouldn't. Bad governance is like stray bullet, like somebody said. And it can fall on anyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.